Welcome to the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Folks, it is a Labor Day, and today we're here to dine on the fruits and veggies, and above all, the prime choice cuts of our labor. Whether you're doing it with family and friends, or with just you and your love, which is the prime way to do it. We come to you from Morton's the Steakhouse here at the shops at Riverside, here in Hackensack, New Jersey. And for good reason. One, this is the only Morton's location in the state of New Jersey. And two, no better place to review Morton's Steak Bible. Recipes and lore from the legendary steakhouse. Co-authored by Klaus Fritz and Mary Goodbody. Klaus Fritz is the co-founder of Morton's with Arnie Morton, the late great titular proprietor of this establishment. This Clarkson Potter publication retails for $30 US, $40 in Canada. I got it for $9.99 and for 50% off from Patterson's unique thrift store. This original copy was purchased at Home Goods, but somebody tore off the price. Morton's management, listen up. In return for me giving you free publicity on my channel, provide me with a copy of this poster, framed, but take all the guys out, or censor them and replace all of their faces with an image of my face. I have a good looking face. Mainly at the center of the table, or maybe on this corner or this corner of the table, with these 5 smoke shows. Now that is my kind of steak dinner. That's a steak dinner for the gods right there. And almost quite literally, if you're able to whip up some of the recipes in this cookbook. And yes, we are bringing Hollywood home on a budget because there are many mentions of celebrity diners at Morton's. Which celebrity diners, you may ask? Oh, you gotta read to find out, and you gotta watch to find out. Let's go inside their swanky, sexy dining room. You dreamed about it all week. The prime porterhouse patiently waiting in your butcher's case for you to bring home wrapped in brown paper. You can't wait to fire up the grill, season the well-marbled red meat, and slap it over the hot coals. You can hear the sizzle as it cooks, smell the tantalizing aroma. You can practically taste the perfectly seared, juicy steak. You never intend to overcook it, but sometimes you do, ruining a thick, expensive steak. Never fear. Morton's, the steakhouse, shares the secrets that have made its name synonymous with fine steakhouse dining for 27 years, as of the publication of this book, to ensure that the home-cooked steak turns out exactly as he imagines it. Or she. Morton's Steak Bible offers indispensable tips, steakhouse lore, and more than 100 irresistible recipes perfect for meat lovers, grillers, and fans of their 70 restaurants worldwide. Before divulging Morton's recipes for every cut from filet mignon and T-bone to skirt steak and ground sirloin, Morton's Steak Bible starts at the very beginning, providing excellent tips on how to cook like a steakhouse, what to look for when selecting meat, how to cook it on a grill or under a boiler, and of course, how to time your masterpiece to perfection. There are also celebrity clips sprinkled throughout, amusing anecdotes about visits to Morton's by his most famous guests, including Frank Sinatra, Tiger Woods, Queen Latifah, and Jackie Gleason. In addition to world-famous steak recipes, Morton's Steak Bible includes chapters featuring everything you'll need to round out your table, such as the key lime martini and smoked salmon pinwheels and cocktails and the food we eat them with. Salad niçoise with pan-seared tuna and velvet lobster bisque in salads and soups. Baked lemon oregano chicken and lamb chops with baked apples in other steakhouse favorites. Creamed spinach and hash brown potatoes in side dishes. And Morton's legendary hot chocolate cake and upside-down apple pie in desserts. With 3.3 million guests at its upscale restaurants throughout the United States, Canada, and Asia every year, Morton's has clearly earned its place as the authority on all things steak. Beautifully illustrated throughout with vibrant full-color photographs, Morton's Steak Bible is the definitive guide to steakhouse fare and will instantly become a coveted addition to the home of any meat lover or grilling aficionado. That is a prime time site right there. And speaking of prime, almost all of the prime steaks and chops on this menu at this particular Morton's you're gonna find in the cookbook. Actually, a good amount of dishes on this menu will be featured in the cookbook, but not all of them. And to say that this offers the usual steakhouse fare that you would associate with Morton's or any other steakhouse for that matter, and that alone would be kind of blasphemous because this goes above and beyond. Let's see with some photographs at random going backwards we can pull up. Starting off with dessert. How about upside down apple pie? And there are plenty of photographs in here that are all of delicious quality, but I'm not satisfied with the quantity of photographs. Not a satisfactory amount in terms of quantity, in my opinion. What else can we find in here? Shrimp Alexander with beurre blanc, baked lobster with cream, boiled veal chops, lamb chops with baked apples, chicken liver pate, beef Wellington, T-bone and steak au poivre, steak our feature presentation. Keep the bookmarks on hand for that. Beef filet Diane, which you just saw a photo of in the preceding page for this video. New York strip steak, Morton salad with blue cheese dressing, summertime tomato onion salad, potato soup, excuse me. Mushroom caps with deviled crab, smoked salmon with all the trimmings, and that's just for starters. At Morton's, we love steak. This should come as no surprise. We are known for cooking and serving the best prime steaks available to perfection. Our love of good food extends far beyond beef, although we always find our way back to big, juicy steaks. From steaks to crab cakes to desserts like this scrumptious looking pie, key lime I assume, and steakhouse salads. By the way, cream spinach is also included. If you want your kids to eat spinach of any kind, cream spinach would be a good way to start, especially if it's from Morton's. I apologize for the dim lighting. Maybe Morton should offer tips on how to decorate your home or kitchen or living room like a steakhouse. Or pairing the right steak with the right type of wine. They do offer cocktails in here, but the cocktails are not featured on the menu here. You have to go to the bar. So, 2 of those features not included in here, but otherwise, thank God for this steak Bible if you're pardon the pun. One more time, compare the menu at this Morton's here in Hackensack to the over 100 recipes featured in Morton's Steak Bible. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 because of my complaint with the photographs, and I really wish that the next time they put something like this out, that they give you decorating ideas for how to decorate your home like a steakhouse, like a Morton steakhouse. Because as you saw, the dining room was intimate and cozy and really lovely looking. And if you couldn't hear me well, I'm sorry. As you heard, they play a little bit of Bennett, a little bit of Darren, a little bit of Morton, a little bit of Sinatra. Instrumental jazz and scarcely instrumental lounge music, just to heighten the intimate factor. As intimate as it's gonna get, it was fairly noisy. Plus, at the bar, they have 2 TVs playing sports. ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series and the beginning of SportsCenter and NFL Network on the left and right televisions respectively. Beside all that, the gods of steak have determined your fate with this Steak Bible. A fabulously romantic evening in with the love of your life. If you want to make that a reality and please those gods, this is one Bible you will want to swear by. Thank you so much for joining me from Morton's the Steakhouse at the shops at Riverside in Hackensack. I'll catch you on the Thrift Side. Pardon the cliche, but thank God for Morton's.
Morton's the Steakhouse. For holidays done to perfection, book your reservation at Morton's the Steakhouse. Morton's, a holiday tradition.